Hello, my name is Jimmy Akingbade. So today I'll be talking about a concept in Agile Methodology, which is called the product backlog. The product backlog is a document that contains all the requirements or user stories that will be delivered during the course of a project. The requirements usually include functional requirements, non-functional requirements, can also include requirements to satisfy regulatory needs. So the requirements are usually arranged in order of priority, with the requirements at the top being the most important requirements. A critical factor for arranging or prioritizing requirements in the product backlog is what we call the value points of each requirement. So the value point of each requirement has to do with the level of value that the requirement contributes to an organization. So value could be in form of the profit, how meeting the requirement increases the profit of an organization. So the requirement at the top is usually the requirement that will deliver optimum value at that point in time to stakeholders and not only to the business. So let's take an example of WhatsApp. So when WhatsApp first of all came out, the major thing it could do is to help users across different platforms from iOS to Android to be able to communicate. So ability to chat would be the major requirement or the first requirement at the top of the product backlog. So of course, the makers of WhatsApp or the manufacturers of WhatsApp, developers of WhatsApp, had a long-term vision where it will not only help people to chat, people will be able to send documents, pictures, videos, they'll be able to update their status on WhatsApp. But all those requirements could not be delivered at once or at the same time. So the product backlog now contains a prioritized list of those requirements, where the major requirements or the most important requirements at that point in time when WhatsApp was delivered, first delivered, was what? Ability to chat. So the product backlog, so after ability to chat, you can now have maybe the second requirement, ability to send pictures. After that, next to that, we can have ability to send documents. After that, we can have ability to send videos. Below that, you can have ability to update your WhatsApp status. Below that, you can have ability to preempt what the user would type when chatting, preempt the user response when chatting. So the product backlogs is usually managed by the um, product manager. No, product owner is usually managed by the product owner. However, it gets inputs from the agile development team and stakeholders in managing the product backlog. You also get input from the stakeholders, customers, the organization, the business, in order to develop or include, in order to include the requirements in the product backlog. Now, the requirements in the product backlog can be product backlog can be removed because they can be removed. You can add new requirements to the product backlog. We can also do what's called reprioritization of requirements in the product backlog, depending on the changing or evolving needs of the customer and other stakeholders. So from time to time, the product backlog is usually adjusted. So we can also have what is called the risk-adjusted product backlog, which involves adding activities or tasks to address risks on your agile project. So I hope all this has been helpful in managing your agile projects. Have a great week. Bye.